Greetings, fellow adventurers, I'm Amy, and today we'll talk about some deep reflections from the anime Sengoku Youko. If you think you need to be the best to get somewhere in life, if you think you are a lost case who is unable to learn anything, or if you think you always have a problem, stick on to the end because this video is for you. Now, let's check out the start of this anime and jump straight to some nice life lessons. In Sengoku Youko, we have the world divided in two factions, humans and demons. Our two main characters in the first season is a demon fox called Tema, who is passionate about humans, and an unsocial human called Jinka, who is passionate about demons. They travel together trying to save and change people's and monsters' minds for the better. They meet new companions, and they soon learn that their minds should not be so black and white. They realize that everything is way more complex than it seems. Now, what can we learn in these shades of gray? Let's check it out. Get your hope ready. Have you ever followed the wrong path? Did you have to learn the hard way you were in the wrong company? There is nothing to be ashamed of. Like everything in life, certain things we only learn with practice. Now in this anime, Shakuyaku was a good girl, but she ended up in the wrong company, became a monster, and killed a lot of innocent people. She lost control. Like many of us, she was simply lost, and the lesson in it, have good people with empathy around you to bring you back to the right path. When we are on our lowest, it can be extremely challenging to find out our way back up by ourselves. Usually someone sends us some kind of hope. It may be someone close to you, it may be an exercise you enjoy, it may be a doctor providing you the right medicine, or even listening to the right words. Be sure to surround yourself with things that can lift you up on challenging times. This is an amazing way to take care of yourself. Do you need to be important to don't get behind? On episode 2, there was a little boy, a kid, saying that you need to be important to don't get behind. This can be an anime, but can we talk about how real this can be? When you join the adult life, employers usually want 3 years experience for a buddy entry-level position. This system can be pretty cruel. It does not matter how good you are, you can still feel like you are not good enough. To tell you the truth, society makes us believe in this idea that we need to be smarter, stronger, so we can succeed in life. But this can also be a trap. In this rush to achieve something good in our professional lives, we may lose track of what's truly important. There's no shame living a simple life. In fact, we should celebrate more the time we spend with our families and friends, and not only that, there are a few things in life we can't control, such as people's health. You never know when someone dear to you can appear sick, so make sure to don't lose track of these small but essential and beautiful things that you are blessed with every day. Choose your approach wisely. Tama was super kind and she had big dreams. Some would say she was too naive, but she was actually strong. She had the will and courage to have such big dreams like changing people's minds. On real life, people may reject us, people may laugh at us, or of our dreams. I honestly can't count how many times people laughed at my YouTube channel. But here we are, still going. Maybe one day me and you will be in this channel and we may have a good amount of people in our little guild. Maybe I won't pass 2K subscribers, but you know what? As long as one person heard something relevant, it was already worth it. And you should keep the same mindset in your life. People may make jokes of you or what you believe or even dream. They may think you are too naive, but listen to me. It's better to be naive and as Tama keep choosing kindness, because at the end of the day, it's our actions that define who we are. If your approach is kindness, then you are a kind person. However, if you are someone who makes jokes of other people's dreams, then you are a joke yourself. Harsh? Maybe, but that's definitely a reflection many should make. Running away can be seen as a moment for reflection, but never a solution. On episode 6, we had a little fella who wanted to protect people from change. It's a bit bittersweet because I am sure you've been there too. I'm sure you already met such sadness in your life, then when you were finally happy, you wished you could simply stop time so that happiness never went away. Or perhaps you lost a loved one and you wish that change in your life never had happened. Unfortunately, we can't stop time. You can invest in a good health to delay death. You can ask more time to think when facing a big decision, but everything you'll be doing is delaying the inevitable. Now, I don't think running away is always bad. It can actually be a good thing to reflect on certain things, but it's important that you know that it does not matter where you go, where you look, your problems will still be there, and they won't disappear until you do something about it. The earlier you accept that you can't avoid change, you'll be one step further every time you face a challenging situation. This is not your limit. Jinka would always become stronger or have good ideas when facing life or death situations. Now, something very similar happens in real life. When we reach the bottom, when we think we can't carry on anymore, we eventually find the strength to carry on and overcome our issues. That's when we think we know our limits. The funny thing is, life is a roller coaster. You think you know your limit, you think you know what it's like to be at the bottom, but in a not so beautiful day, life will surprise you with a new bottom line. You'll find out, very likely in a shit way, that you did not have your shit figured out so much as you initially thought. But the good part is that you will eventually overcome this moment as well. You will eventually realize this pattern in our life, that the bottom line can always go a bit lower. But as you get more strong and resilient every time, I believe you will always have the tools to lift yourself back up. Follow your heart. Shakugan found her balance. She decided who were her friends, she decided which kind of life she wanted to live, and she decided what was worth to die for. Hopefully, we don't have to choose what's worth to die for, but we can choose what's worth to live for. We just live once, so don't live a life where your heart is trapped into unhappiness. Do what's meaningful to you. Stay with people who are meaningful to you. It doesn't have to be a perfect life, but if you have a life where you can put your head on the pillow at the end of the night and feel at ease, then you are in the right path. You don't have so many problems as you think. On episode 9, there was a big stone on Shinsuke's path. He spent a good time trying to cut or destroy it with his strength. However, the solution was to literally go over it. The stone wasn't a problem. He didn't have to destroy it. It wasn't an enemy. He could just go over it. Now, how many times do we transform certain situations into problems? Perhaps someone hasn't done something the same way as you. Sometimes something didn't happen on the time you expected to be done. If something is not perfect, if something is taking time, it doesn't mean it's a problem. It doesn't mean there's something on your way. You will eventually get over it. So don't focus on the glass that is half full. Instead, think it's half empty in this case and go easy. We already have enough real problems to deal with. There's no limit for self-improvement. I will call him the tiger guy because I forgot his name. The tiger guy was always getting stronger. He always wanted to improve and he always went above and beyond his limits. In other words, there are no limits for self-improvement. I don't want to be that person that will tell you to never stop studying and blah blah blah. I don't like to force people into anything. After all, things usually happen at the right time. But I want you to realize you're always improving. You don't need to be consciously studying a course in order to self-improve. Every day we learn new things. We learn with our mistakes, we learn with videos, we learn with something we see happening, we learn reading. We are constantly breaking our limits, and I would like you to take some time and appreciate that about you. You are better than yesterday already, so be proud of it. Now, what did you think about this anime? Which one of these lessons is your favorite? I must confess that I forced myself with Sengoku Youko because the first episodes did not catch me too much. But by the end of it, I went running to the manga and I totally recommend it if you enjoy the anime. From all these lessons, I think the one that resonates more with me is to choose or approach wisely. I really like kindness and I really like to believe in the best of people. I'm sure you know loads of people who like to put you down, but you can count on your fingers the people who actually believe in the best version of yourself. These people are rare, so if we are like Tama and try to share the seed of kindness, perhaps someday we can live in a society that's more kind with everyone's mental health. And with that, we'll finish today's video. If you heard something relevant, please support the channel with your like and subscribe. If you think this video can help someone else, please share. If you feel like it, check out the form on my description. And I'll see you next time.